Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Hello, this is Chris Haskell from They Live by Film. For those that don't know us, Adam, Zach, and I, we built a podcast over the last 2 years that's a combination of film discussion from 3 very different perspectives, as well as industry interviews with the leaders in boutique Blu-ray and 4K community. We started with Deaf Crocodile, but over time we've been lucky enough to speak with Arrow Video, Severin, Mondo Macabro, Vinegar Syndrome, Radiance, Indicator, most of the OCN partner labels. It's been a blast. You can find us wherever you podcast, and also actually recently as part of Someone's Favorite Production Podcast Network. We hope to see you online.
Kulturecast. I'm Chris Stachiw, and I'm joined by the host of the Scary Stories We Tell podcast and the host of the One Season show, Jess Byard.
Hello.
So this is going to be a little bit of a different podcast. We're going to be watching a film, giving our feature-length commentary. So if you want to get your hands on that film is 1981's Possession. We've been talking about foreign sci-fi films all month, and we figured let's transition that into foreign sci-fi horror a little bit.
Oh, Mark. Your wife keeps her own secrets.
Make her talk to me. It'll be the way that she wants.
Well, I think what you want to do to Bob is just...
inhuman. So what you're doing must be human. What's gonna happen to us?
After you!
Don't stop coming!
Why, I have to go!
I'll follow you!
You can hate me as much as you like. But it's you who wants to know things for me. So please make it possible.
You've hardened. For the first time, you look vulgar to me.
You are not different from anyone else. We are all the same. But in different words, different bodies, different versions. Like insects. Meat!
What is it?
The film is directed by Andrzej Zulawski, stars Sam Neill and Isabelle Adjani. It is an interesting body horror drama sci-fi film. I know Jess has never seen it. I have a little bit of a history with this film. This is the first film, if you've been listening since episode 1 of this podcast, this is the first film we ever covered on the podcast. I'm not advocating going back and listening to that episode, but you can if you'd like, or you can just join us on this. So the way this is going to work is we're going to give you a cue to start the movie along with us, and then we'll just get right to it. We'll talk about the movie. We'll talk about the actors. We'll try not to get too much in the way of the movie, but, you know, that's why you're here, to listen to us and watch the movie. So I know you're excited, Jess. I know you've never seen this. This should be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is it's a weird blind spot that I haven't seen, and it's high time I should, and it's also high time we finally get a commentary because we've been talking about it for so long. So yeah, this should be an interesting way to kick it off.
Check both boxes, as it were. Now, this commentary is going to be available. It is available on the RSS feed, but every commentary, we're going to be doing one every month or every other month. We haven't decided yet. Will be available to Patreon subscribers. $1 is all it takes to get every feature-length commentary that we do. So just a heads up there, but this one is entirely free, kind of a little bit of a taste, a little bit of a treat on the tongue, if you were, treat in your tentacle. Once we get to this movie, you'll know what we're talking about. So on the count of 3, go ahead and start the movie with us. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man. Cold open.
Yep. Yeah. No credits. No credits at all in the film, but very much Eastern Europe.
Yeah. No. I mean, it kind of looks like downtown Akron. I mean, If you'd been here like a couple of years ago before you came and visited, but they got rid of everything, this is exactly what it looked like.
With Sam Neill driving by in a car too.
Ooh, we should be so lucky.
Sam Neill, one of the finest actors working today, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've only heard about this movie, obviously, but he's in 2 of my favorite horror movies, In the Mouth of Madness and Event Horizon. Both fantastic. I guess Event Horizon is sort of a novelty in the sci-fi horror, and it sort of has a Clive Barker feel to it. And then, of course, John Carpenter.
Isabelle Adjani looks very much like Sophie Marceau.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I mean, she's just so...
Ingenue.
Ingenue. There's a very immediate timidity? Is that a word? There's so much tile in this house.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.
Hello, this is Aaron West. I am the author of the A24 New Wave. In this book, I look at A24's output and I make the argument that we are in a new wave movement right now. A24 plays a major role. This book has a supplemental podcast where each episode is a brief conversation about an A24 related topic, whether an actor, director, or even a genre. As I continue research for the book and conduct interviews, I expect to record podcast episodes with people involved with the company. You can find the podcast at cinejourneys.com or wherever you find podcasts, and we are proud to be members of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Not really.
Either you did or you didn't.
Thought crimes.
It's a really interesting angle they're using, like the framing of this scene, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely puts you in a box. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. People don't generally lay like that in bed. It definitely evokes an immediate split between them. I like the movement of that scene. I like just like how they're utilizing the huge awkward space that this one desk full of 4 people.
And they're all crowded in one corner of the room.
Yeah, just one corner.
But does our subject still wear pink socks?
I don't know. That question remains to be answered.
You know what this already reminds me a lot of is Suspiria, the Guadagnino remake.
Yeah, I can see that. It's got a similar kind of color to it and a similar use of space.
Or
and
lack of
sort
color
of
is
emptiness.
more like
yeah, it's a bit washed out.
Just can't get over how young Sam Neill is. I mean, he just looks...
I mean, what, he's probably like in his 30s in this?
Yeah, it was 81, so...
I just find Sam Neill's career so interesting. It has this weird, like, you know, this horror edge to it, and then I don't really know. I don't know how...
Most people know him as Grant from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, exactly. There's that, and then there's all these weird horror movies.
So Sam Neill is 72 right now. So
Okay.
he would have been in 81. He was 34. So you're right on the mark.
Yeah, 30s. Slightly older than I am right now. His life seems very much more stressful, though. Which is a hell of a thing to say right now.
Yeah, well. So the funny thing is, I haven't watched this movie since we did the podcast. It's kind of one of those one and done movies.
I've heard so much about it via like Shockwaves and various other podcasts. It seemed like a total accident. Like, not even in the script accident.
Sam Neill just doing Sam Neill things.
I mean, he's handling everything very calmly.
Another interesting framing device.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're not sitting together, and this isn't like a spy movie.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
God damn, he's being real loud in a public
it's
place.
like you guys sat this way to maybe not draw attention to yourselves, but you're just talking completely outwardly.
Is this a cafe? Or is this just a place? Oh, no, it is a cafe. Here come all the chefs.
The whole kitchen comes out.
Good Lord. I think my favorite thing about this is the child's name is Bob.
Bob. I will not see Bob. Well, in House by the Cemetery, I think it's kid's name is Bob in that too. Or maybe City of the Living Dead. I kind of thought that baby crying was my cat for a second. It's a hell of a performance so far.
Just you wait. So Sam Neill has gone on record multiple times and said that this is his favorite film he's ever worked on.
Probably because he was allowed to just have a lot more room to run in his character.
And do wild stuff like this.
Right. I mean, that's what, I'm a behind the camera type person in general, but there's a small part of me that would like to act in just really outrageous things, just totally out of character.
This kid has been alone for 3 weeks.
That's insanity.
Kid's taking it pretty well.
Like, yeah, cool. I'm just kind of covered in some jam. I've been alone for 3 weeks and all I am is covered in jam. That's pretty good. Well, you know, he's a little British kid. They're all like stiff upper lip.
Hey, Mommy. Where's Uncle Heinrich?
I mean, yeah, I have the same question. Like, were you just dumping the jam on your head?
What is even going on?
I don't know. Like, was he like looking at like he was malnourished, or did he maybe have bruises on him or something?
Boy, that is mood right there. Just rocking so far back in your rocking chair, he's almost parallel to the ground. And this is where we get Isabelle Adjani's character beginning to have the breakdown of the century that the film.
Right.
There's such a. I mean, this just. Oh Lord, there's so much. There's so much that isn't even. We haven't even gotten to in this movie yet.
I mean, they're both having a real breakdown. For two people who ostensibly at the beginning of this said that they were mostly fine with breaking up, that they were like agreeing that they should. And now that they are, and it's just a total meltdown.
As our friends across the pond would say, they're having a rough go of it.
A bit of a row.
Well, I can tell you with absolute certainty, an hour from now, this will look like nothing. This will be nothing. I
feel like by the end of this movie, the kid is going to be like the most stable person in this.
Well, believe whatever you want. Believe whatever you want, Jess. I know where this is going. You've heard murmurs and rumors.
Speculation.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondersight comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.
I honestly forgot that there was a kid in this movie.
I don't think I knew that there was a kid in this movie. I only know about, the big
reveal.
Yes, I know. I only know about that, but everything else, no idea.
I think one of my favorite pieces of trivia is that, there's this too.
Wow, those are some eyes.
Yes, that is the same actress.
Right, yes. We just ripped your hair off your head. What was your favorite piece of trivia?
The fact that this was considered a video nasty. So that's fun.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Didn't take much.
Yeah, no, not in Britain.
Jess, they're European, okay?
It's very true. It's like the best way to win an argument ever.
Just get right up all over them.
Yeah, just make them really uncomfortable.
Sam Neill's New Zealandness comes through really easily.
It's a hard accent to hide like that in Australian. Yeah, I like all these different shots of these sort of uncomfortable framings.
People always on top of each other.
Yeah, I mean, it adds obviously to the claustrophobic feel and like impending doom feel, but I also think it feels really real.
Yeah, it feels just like the camera is in the room with them and they're not acting. Right,
they're just walking around it.
I always told myself if I got into a fight with someone, that's how I would win it. Was just be like, fuck, hit me harder. Yeah, hit me harder. Like, oh, and here you go.
Like, okay, never mind, I'm out. To try and beat me up in front of my mom.
That escalated quickly. All of a sudden, Sam Neill's just on the ground, bloodied. What the hell?
Damn, well, hey. Is he like a chiropractor? And you're done. I'm taking you out of my house.
Hit him with the fireman's carry, give him an F5 or an attitude adjustment. Come on, Heinrich. You know what's good. For all you wrestling fans out there. There's the thing I appreciate the most about this movie, rewatching it, is it is as kind of bizarre as I remember it being. Like, it's already living up to how bizarre I remember it being.
Watching it hasn't like toned it down for you.
No, not at all.
Got a very Wendy Torrance vibe.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondersight comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.
So would it surprise you that Zulawski said he wrote this film when he was going through a divorce?
No, it would not. I'm always interested in the movies that are depicted as relationships falling apart, not things necessarily like Marriage Story, which I haven't seen, but that's very obviously about a relationship falling apart.
Well, it's written literally, but like the main characters are the people who are writing it.
But movies like this, and even Midsummer to an extent, and a variety of other, I like to see horror, approach breakups and approach disintegrating relationships. And these performances, I'm exhausted watching her. I couldn't imagine actually being able to do this type of performance.
Well, Isabelle Adjani said multiple times that it took her several years to get over playing this character on top of everything else.
Well, and what was her experience like? Shelley Duvall Kubrick kind of deal, or was she?
She didn't say anything about Zulawski.
Okay, that's good.
She just said this role,
took a lot out of her. Yeah, understandably.
Though she did say she doesn't think other actresses have ever done 2 films with Zulawski. So, expecting a lot out of the actresses and actors.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I really forgot so much of this movie. It's kind of shocking.
This movie feels a lot like Italian movie. Like you were talking earlier about Suspiria, the remake, and I agree it has a feeling like that, but it just feels in general like the Italian approach to things, and obviously it's not, but I like seeing that sort of bridge in there. This timeline's a bit confusing.
It is very Italian. It's almost, I mean, like for something like Suspiria, you remember Suspiria for certain parts, but a lot of other parts of it, everyone just kind of not forgets, but glosses over.
Well, there's a lot of, and this happens a lot in Italian movies, there's a lot of the sort of procedural stuff,
right?
Because the movies are always like murder mysteries, so there's a lot of cop stuff happening, and here it's sort of the intermittent, like, marital dealings they have to confront, like, the schools and lawyers and house, real estate agents and things like that. But then, yeah, you go back to just them, and it's pure insanity. I feel like I've had this exact moment in my kitchen.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Like I said. Like I said.
You ever just feel like you want to put a meat slicer to your head, to your neck? I do kind of want one of those electric knives, though.
Yeah, they're only like $10-15 on Amazon. They're great for destroying your cutting board.
That's fair.
Case in point, I used one on a turkey 2 years ago. My cutting board still has scratches in it. You see now why Isabelle Adjani really had a hard time getting over this role?
I mean, yeah, no, I get it from the first.
Yeah,
she's. I mean,
it gets worse.
Yeah, she's expelling more emotion than most people expel in their entire life. Here, honey, now we match.
Christ. I can't even... Oh, my God. That's, like... I know that there's not much to this effect, but, like, as someone who owns one of those knives, like, the idea of using that on your arm is horrifying. It's like a mini chainsaw.
Yeah, just shredding every bit of your skin.
So another interesting fact, Sam Waterston almost played the Sam Neill part.
That would have been...
I like Sam Waterston a lot, though.
I know, I do too, but I don't know. I like Sam Neill in this role. I just like him getting...
I mean, he's the lead.
Yeah, and I mean, he just plays these slowly maddening sort of H.P. Lovecraft characters so well. I mean, you know, Mouth of Madness obviously is an H.P. Lovecraft story, but Event Horizon, this, I guess to a point, you know, Dr. Grant has his own little kind of just normal guy trying to figure it out, and then a bunch of crazy shit happens, but...
But I have a question for you. Do you read Sutter Kane?
Do you read? Do you wear pink socks?
The other joke is, do you drink Sutter home? Do you drink Sutter home?
I do not.
No one does. Not yet. No one in their right mind.
Times aren't that tough.
I do like, I mean, again, I think that, like, you know, West Germany is such an interesting setting that, like, needs to be mined more. And obviously, when we were talking about, you know, Suspiria, the Luca Guadagnino version of it, like, he does a really good job of mining that. But I really like the setting of, like, post-World War II West Berlin.
Right,
lot.
and the only time we really ever get to see that is if it is, like, something to do with, you know, it's a historical movie of some
like
kind,
Bridge of
a war
Spies.
movie or a spy movie, yeah.
It really lends itself to, like, a lack of, like, color palette and everything being washed out. Like, I really like it.
And I mean, it looks like it's stuck in a time, and it does kind of look like it's some kind of post-Fallout. I mean, hell, you want gray skies and washed out color, just come to Ohio.
It's all the fun with none of the history.
Exactly. No, it's neither.
Hey, I had fun at Ohio.
Well, that's fair, but it's because you saw me.
It's because we were hanging out with you. That's right. Yeah, has nothing to do with Ohio itself.
No.
I also like the architecture.
Well, it's just if you shoot anything in anywhere Europe, your guaranteed production value is going up just because of the old architecture and how everything looks there. Because it's all full of its own sort of character. Has its own energy and atmosphere to it.
I'd like to point out what this gentleman is eating. He is eating one of the treats that if you do go to Berlin, you should check out. It is currywurst, which is a sausage that is cut into pieces served with curried ketchup. And as someone who's been to Germany before, I can tell you, it is amazing. It
sounds really fucking good.
It is really good. It is really, really good. Just thinking about it now makes me want some. But yeah, currywurst is, oh my God. Yeah, that's something that Americans don't have any frame of reference for is currywurst, and my God, it is so good. A little bit of German history for you. German cultural history.
German food.
German food. I'll tell you what, Germany is a hell of a place. The beer flows strong with those people, and that is not a joke.
I mean, their apartment looks pretty dilapidated.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Yeah, now I really just want currywurst. This sucks. That's all I can think about now.
Just, food. Sorry about this lady's sad affair.
But damn, don't that currywurst look good, though?
It does. It looks much nicer than this place.
Horrifying apartment.
My bathroom has a window.
My bathroom does not have a window. I wouldn't want to drink or eat anything from this place.
No. Well, this place is just very... Does she live here?
No, this is the fuck
son?
pad.
Right, that's right. Ew, that's an unsettling sound.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Well, we're here, folks. We're a little under an hour, but we're here. We've made it.
Like, we finally met Loverboy. So, you know, I was going to mention that this had some Hellraiser vibes to it.
Oh. You called. We answered.
Julia.
It's me. Me, Uncle Frank.
Got it. Almost Beetlejuice.
Oh, no. Beetlejuice is a, hey, come here. Got something good for you. Come on.
Get a little bite. Meanwhile, some were moderately normal.
Just gonna be thinking of
Sam Neill looks good. Like, that's a nice fitting shirt and pants he's got going on.
Isabelle Adjani now not acting crazy.
No, but she's got those perpetual, just kind of on edge eyes.
Oh, just wait. The green eyes are important.
Are they like the blue eyes in Dune?
I think something. I don't remember what I don't remember what the issue with the green eyes is. I'm not sure it is explained like anything else in this movie.
Is she Jolene? She's green eyes and auburn hair. Like that he is essentially found the wrong boyfriend and has now just invited this problem into his life. I think it's what it's like hanging out with Tommy Wiseau.
He's my favorite part of this movie. Heinrich is. It's such a weird performance.
I like who is this actor?
Heinz Bennett.
Feels like it could be like an Udo Kier or Rutger Hauer. I mean, please get the fuck out of my house.
All the devil.
Whatever that means to you.
These close-ups are something else.
Yeah, it just adds more to that like uncomfortability and that just forced closeness.
You smell clean. Only something you can say to a child. Hey, baby, you smell clean.
I don't even think you can say it to a child.
or someone who's handcuffed to a pipe in your basement.
You can say that to like the snuggle bear.
You smell clean.
Hey, that's manipulating your child. Daddy, why am I blonde and your guys aren't? That's not a good pickup line.
No, not really.
Yeah, I really hate women, and I only like you because you look like my wife, who I'm obsessed with, so...
Yeah, it's, I think that's the best pickup line, actually.
So, like, problem solved, right, Sam Neill?
He just wants to bang women who look just like his wife. I will say, though, what I find interesting here is obviously in this scene, we're able to see Isabelle Adjani's breasts. Why in the first scene was that not the case? It's kind of strange. It's kind of a strange choice, right?
Maybe she had like a designated amount of nudity she was willing to do.
Or maybe they're trying to show like they're less separated than him and his wife were at the beginning.
Yeah, because we're getting to be more intimate with that.
They weren't just both staring at the ceiling. Just an interesting choice considering the first scene where they're both staring at the ceiling.
And laying like shoulder to shoulder. Mm-hmm.
That's just your head talking.
Right.
It is surprising how just a simple hairstyle change does make her look really different.
It does. Like, I almost did not... Well, are her eyes as pronounced green when she's...
No, they're not green at all.
Okay, I didn't think so. So, I mean,
The green eyes are
eyes.
The green eyes are a specific choice.
Okay. Yeah, the eyes and the hair definitely warp her. I mean, especially she's pulling double time as an actress right now too. That's even more exhausting.
With hers. I like this guy. He's nice and squirrely.
He is.
Reminds me of kind of Ted Raimi.
Yeah, it's that hair.
It is the hair.
Right?
Totally the hair. Talk about really making American audiences in the 80s uncomfortable. Gay men living together?
No.
Squid men are one thing. Gay men?
And of course he's a particularly potentially nefarious character.
I don't think he's nefarious at all. I think
Well, we're about to find out.
I think he's about to find out. God, there's so much of this movie I forgot. This is really like a blast from the past.
I really enjoy this score.
It's very understated.
Yeah, it's got a nice, I like the melodic, piano throughout, but I like this sort of, almost feels like a slasher movie.
Yeah, it's not beating you over the head with its kind of what it's trying to achieve through each scene. Which, in horror movies, the score can sometimes make or break the movie.
Often, yeah. Yeah, this is just very like Hellraiser, Julia luring men to feed her shitty boyfriend.
This guy has a great voice, too. It again, just looking at Isabelle Adjani playing two different characters in this film, they really did a good job with her makeup as Anna versus Helen. Agreed, yeah.
Plus, I mean, her switching that energy. I mean, I would be interested to see, to know how they filmed this, like exactly how they did the scenes, if they sort of filmed all of her scenes, as both characters separately.
How are you able to focus?
Ma'am?
Ma'am, you got a squid in here, you know that? You got like an infestation.
I think it needs some water.
Yes! Mein Gott. Things German characters in movies say. We don't even need to know the how. But we're going to find out. Find out the how soon enough.
Why is this guy not totally flipped out?
Dog, you're 2 feet from her.
He's gonna beat you with this washcloth.
To quote Goodfellas.
Mood.
and that's dead. Oh, that apartment it goes from bad to worse.
Oh yeah, I mean everything's wet and
slippery.
Sticky and kind of just squelchy sounding.
Gooey. What do they say in The Mummy? He looks kind of juicy.
Juicy, yeah.
Juicy.
I'm just gonna sit here watching my old movies.
But he's not
a creep.
He's not rocking as far back as he was before, though. And there's your Suspiria connection.
Yep. Oh, those European people and their ballet.
Slim, slender lines.
Ah, yes.
I don't envy ballet people who take ballet seriously.
No, I don't either. That is a hard fucking oof. I like this sort of documentarian style confessionals we're getting here.
She's just going for it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I wonder how many takes some of this stuff actually took, or if... Because, I mean, that feels so stream of conscious, but obviously, that's just some movie editing magic, but... His delivery on some of these lines is just fantastic.
You're reading the situation wrong, pal. You're reading the situation all wrong. Is it before or after you cut yourself with a knife, pal?
Yeah, I mean, her breakdown, and, I see is driven sort of by this squid thing, obviously.
His is more like mountain, like hills.
But his is just mountain. Yeah, his is obviously their marriage leading up to this, but I don't know specifically what it is, because on one hand, he's totally, cheating as well, and he brings it up at the beginning of the movie.
This is like Marriage Story Goes to Hell.
I mean, I'm sure somebody somewhere cut the trailer to look like a horror movie. Like, I don't know how he just sits there while she does that. If I were in this situation, I would want to make her stop.
Yeah, but we've clearly seen that that's not an option.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of,
I am really astounded by how great this performance is.
I mean, obviously she was most likely not nominated for any type of Oscar
of course not.
award. Well, I mean, maybe some foreign awards, but I'm not sure if this movie was up for any kind of festival award or anything, but no, I mean, her performance is more, I mean, her performance is so much more raw and emotional than most Best Actress nominees in the last, 10 years, I would say.
I want to preface this before we get to this scene because it's coming. This is the scene that I think a lot of people point to in this movie as this is the scene. Here it comes.
And I have seen part of the scene.
Okay, so you're already aware. Okay. Well, for those of you watching along, here comes the scene that everybody knows from this movie.
It's about to get real juicy. And this is honestly more upsetting and disturbing than most possession movies I've seen.
Oh.
Haven't seen this part.
Yep. Oh. That scene is exhausting for me to watch. It is exhausting.
Those effects are fantastic, though.
And again, once understated, but fantastic. It really doesn't even look like the same actress.
No, she looks about like 5 years younger. I just don't know how you go from playing that intense of a role to doing this very
Demure.
calm, sort of angelic. Yeah, very just mousy, demure performance. That's why I said I'm very curious as to how exactly, how they ordered shooting these scenes. Just everything looks so uncomfortable and difficult to do. Like all of the movement, everything just seems so labored and unnecessarily complicated, and it really adds to everything, I think.
I agree. I mean, again, it's obviously very clearly a stylistic... Jesus. Oh, God. Well, Heinrich...
Squid becomes man.
They're also clearly using Sam Neill's breathing for the creature.
Yeah, it does sound like it. And some green eyes. I want to see how she got involved with all of this.
They're dropping like flies.
Yep. Well, she's got to get her squid man to man state.
Squid man to man state. How did he not see all the dead bodies all over the ground?
He wasn't looking. He's just so enamored by everything else. How would you not smell it? I would imagine that apartment would absolutely reek.
Well, it would have to. I mean, you hear always about serial killers and stuff, like John Wayne Gacy's house stank.
Right, and people are just like, oh, I don't know. But this is an apartment. At least with houses, people aren't generally going to smell it unless it's so bad that it's filtering outside. But apartments, I mean, granted, this apartment building looks real shitty, so
The outside doesn't look bad, but the inside does.
I get the feeling that it's abandoned or something, and that she's the only one in it, or it's just kind of like a flop house.
What is it with phones being on the ground in this movie?
Well, I mean, they're constantly
destroying.
They're constantly at the kids level when they are.
Bleed for a while.
Is this just his side lady?
I think it's his wife's friend.
Right.
Someone his wife works with, or something to that effect. Someone that Sam Neill doesn't like very much, and he says as much.
Yeah, but I still get the impression that he's sleeping with her. Honey, I just wanted to see if you were done with your breakdown. Oh my god.
There's heads! Heads in the fridge!
Honey, how many times have I told you not to leave the goddamn refrigerator open?
Head for the hills!
Oh, he thought it was funny.
God only knows what he thinks anymore.
I mean, we don't get to... We're spending more time with her breakdown, I think. Because half the time we see him, he's just kind of still pretending to do day-to-day things. Until this. Well, see, divorce should be absolutely number one thing in your mind.
You need to leave your wife. She's fucking a squid.
He just loves her so much that he's going to deal with this problem. That is some commitment, I gotta tell you.
Blow up the apartment, I guess. See, yeah, I would go here.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Dark, quiet. Maybe they have currywurst on the menu. They probably have beer. They probably also have a bleeding German man somewhere in the restaurant. Gaslight him, bro.
Yeah. Like, I guess I don't entirely understand what his end is by using the boyfriend.
He's proving his love to his wife.
Right. Oh, you know what else Sam Neill's good in? Third Omen movie.
Never seen it.
It's actually not too bad. I do like that one, and Sam Neill does play a great Damien Thorne.
I don't know. This might be the best performance in the movie.
His?
Yeah, Heinrich.
I don't know. I mean, everybody in this movie is fantastic. It is a shame that, like, you know, movies like this aren't acknowledged by, you know, large award series.
How to Kill a Man with a Feather and a Shoe.
And mostly the toilet seat.
Oh, the toilet lid?
Or toilet lid, yeah.
Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, exit. Stage right, Heinrich. So do we know what Sam Neill's character was doing before the movie? I've read that he's like a spy, which would make sense.
Yeah, I just got the sense that he was, because he said he was back from the war in a sense. And yeah, he's clearly got some, like, no qualms about killing people.
And also knowing how to, like, cover it up.
Yeah, he does seem to be like he was either maybe a hitman or, yeah, a spy.
I mean, look at what he's doing now. He's rigging the apartment to explode. I would totally watch a movie where Sam Neill is a spy. Almost
absolutely.
James Bond. Which, if you've never seen it, check out the Sam Neill James Bond screen test on YouTube. It's
I haven't
quite
seen
amazing.
that. I'll have to check it out. Do you love me now that I've killed the other two people that you were involved with? Well, one person and potentially Squid.
Not sure that the squid is gone yet.
Right, but I mean, he blew up the apartment. That's where it was, right? But yeah, fair. It wasn't necessarily there, I guess.
Albert Q. Squidman. Squidman is on the move. His psychosis is just as bad as hers. Like any sane person would have left.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's like, we don't know anything about them prior to this, either as individuals or as a couple. And they've clearly not been happy or well or stable for a while when we meet them. I mean, I guess that's I guess that's the whole point. Like, this just like, if he was making this when he was getting a divorce, and I mean, you know, we've all been in relationships that have ended, you know, and you do find yourself staying longer maybe than you should, and obviously, you know, nothing to this extent is happening, I hope. But yeah, you go through all these red flags and you stay through all this bullshit just because it's what you've known for so long and what you think that you know, have to stay living with. one thing's for certain is this child needs to be taken away from them.
Yeah. Unless we're talking about the squid child.
Well,
Pretty sure they deserve the squid child.
yeah, Bob needs to go somewhere else, and the squid child can stay with them. Like, now at this point, they've both killed people. I mean, she was killing people already, but
she's killed 3 and he's killed 1.
Right, but they both killed people that were opposing their marriage in some way.
Wouldn't want to get in their gravitational pull, unfortunately, because their gravitational pull is just killing needlessly large
orbit.
amounts of people. Yeah.
It's a black hole.
What is he doing?
It's just, I don't know, it's the equivalent to doodling when you're on the phone.
It's building tension. I mean, it's building tension along
absolutely.
with the soundtrack. But yet there's no payoff.
I mean, he's just, for this entire movie, he's been wandering around just being, like, very clearly off his rocker. She's the only one that seems to have, like, some kind of plan and motivation, and he just kind of is wandering listlessly doing these strange... I guess his only need is to keep her as his wife.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the other scene from the film that everybody talks about. Prepare yourself. Prepare. I mean, at this point, nothing should be surprising if you've been watching this movie.
Yeah. I mean, I figured it was all kind of building to this anyway.
Bum, bum.
Oh, well.
Well, there it is, folks. A squid thing. I don't even...
It's almost like a seahorse / squid.
I genuinely don't know what it is. It's the manifestation of his subconscious.
Yeah, I'm with Sam Neill. What the fuck am I looking at? And I just left, I guess. Like, well, you said you're almost done. I'll come back later.
But you won't believe this. She's fucking a squid. Weird, right?
I really need to talk to somebody about this.
You talk about the fact that my wife was being mounted by a seahorse squid.
Oh, 100%.
There's a lot of really just kind of not bizarre things in this movie. Obviously, I mean, with the Squid Man and everything, but there's a lot of stuff that happens that just kind of, it just happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because a lot of it is because we're following two very unreliable narrators who, I mean, wow, that's a music cue. Yeah, we're following these two unreliable narrators who are both very, very just internally destroyed.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the plans and things that we're watching them do are obviously not fully fleshed because they're not thinking straight and they're overwhelmed by it all. So we see a lot of just meandering.
Right. What a weird scene.
Yeah, I don't even know who those people are, really.
Those are the people from the beginning of the film.
Those
are his, handlers, I guess.
Ah, the people who dropped him off.
Well, the people who he was meeting with at the beginning of the film in that room, yeah.
I didn't understand. I didn't realize because the man with the eye patch wasn't there. I want to see what movie this cab driver belongs to.
Also, Sam Neill is using a Walther PPK, which is a Walther PPK, which is the James Bond gun.
Doing pretty good for getting shot in the back a couple times. God. That's fantastic. That's a fantastic sweet sequence. Just gonna drive my motorcycle into a wall.
So we're in the final 10 minutes of this film, by the way.
I mean, you know what? What do you do after you've witnessed your wife in the tentacles of another man?
In the throes of squiddy love.
You kill some unnamed government officials and
then I guess you
recklessly drive through town.
Stumble around half dead. Yeah, if you watch this movie expecting there to be a happy ending,
just remember that this movie was written about divorce.
Yeah. So much blood.
Well, yeah, he got shot in the back like 4 times. Uh-oh.
Miss him completely.
Wow, everyone. Fantastic shooting.
But yet, into the end, she still wants to be held by the man that she loves, not the squid that she loves.
Not the squid man that she loves. Well, now the squid man can go be with the squid lady, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Like, why shoot yourself that way?
This movie is, this movie is as intense as I remember it being, for sure. Also, what else is shocking is the fact that Sam Neill barely looks like Sam Neill as the squid.
Well,
man.
I mean, they almost de-age them without de-aging them. You know what I mean? Like, they just look younger.
See, that's the James Bond gun, the Walther PPK. Meanwhile, Mommy and Daddy are dead.
And now you have new Mommy and Daddy.
Needless to say, everyone in the film kills themselves or dies.
What, is he drowning himself?
That would be my interpretation.
Is there now a nuclear bomb happening?
I don't know, but she clearly has green eyes.
No. I guess all the squid people have green eyes.
As they say, doppelgangers. So, we are done with the film. We watched the director's cut of Possession 1981. Jess, what did you think of the film?
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's definitely one that I'm going to have to obviously just watch a few times to start really picking apart. But no, it was pretty much everything I had heard about and lived up to it. And again, those performances are fantastic.
Was it everything you had hoped for?
I think so, yeah. I don't think that I don't think I was expecting anything more than what I got.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's like I said at the top of this commentary, you know, there's part of me that kind of has a connection to this film because it is the first film that I had ever watched for the Kulturecast, and you know, how so far we've come, you know, 6 years later, finally giving it kind of a fair shake as opposed to, oh no, we're the squid man in the movie. I liked it. It's not a film for everyone. You know, Zulawski is a very specific filmmaker. There's a lot of stuff in the film that's really upsetting still. Isabelle Adjani's performance it's fantastic, but it is exhausting to watch. And, you know, listening to interviews with her and reading interviews that she did after the film, you know, I can completely understand how it would take her a long time to get over what Zulawski asked her to do.
A performance that stood out to me in the last few years, and I know, Chris, we have differing opinions on this, but Toni Collette's performance in Hereditary is another one that I find just so raw and exhausting that it does just kind of unsettle, and that's this movie to like times 15.
No, I completely get it. I mean, it is one of those films that, you know, the film lives and dies by the performances of the people involved in the film, and this film is, you know, like you said, Toni Collette in Hereditary. Like, that film, essentially, without that performance, probably wouldn't be nearly as good.
I would agree. I would agree with that. If you like
that film, I mean, again, I'm not a huge fan of that film, but my opinion on the film is probably in the minority. But I mean, same with this film. I mean, this film would be good, but with Isabelle Adjani's performance, it's really something else. And not to take away from Sam Neill, but she's given the lion's share of the kind of weight of the film.
Right. And I mean, like, as we talked about while we were watching it, and it sort of like has its Italian vibes, but yeah, the performances matter all, you know, entirely, because I love Italian movies. I love Italian horror and giallo, but most of those movies are comprised of people that you've never heard of. I mean, aside from maybe in the genre, but for the most part, they're pretty, you know, like one or two title, you know, actors. And while those movies are fun and I enjoy, you know, most of them for what they are, not a lot of them are, you know, not a lot of them stand out being different from one another. They do kind of all sort of blend together. And a large part of that is because we aren't watching, you know, incredibly strong actors and actresses utilize, like, giving it their all into these performances. And that's what I think really, sure, this is, you can chalk it up to being just another really weird, you know, genre film, but I think adding these actors who have weight to them and into this sort of, you know, bizarre, almost Lovecraftian, almost Barker. I mean,
it's never even addressed. I think that's maybe one of the things that I really like about the film is they don't even attempt to explain or address what the creature in the film is, other than it's clearly a person that it's a thing that feeds off of dead humans and turns into a doppelganger.
Right. Which, so we have shades of like Body Snatchers, we have shades of Hellraiser, we have shades of, you know, The Shining and the shades of Suspiria. There's a lot of stuff in here that, you know, is built upon stuff that I love anyway. And obviously Hellraiser came out after this movie, so I should actually say that there's, you know what, I don't know that necessarily as far as when the Hellbound Heart was actually written. They could have been out around the same time or one before the other. But yeah, it's strange to watch a movie like this. In our podcast, The One Season Show, we're going to be talking about a show that heavily influenced pop culture. And this movie, it's weird to see a movie that's this strange and this not for general movie audiences having so much inspiration and effect on things that came after it.
Yeah, I don't know if they drew from it directly, but the themes and kind of ideas are there.
Right.
And, the squid monster makes up a very small part of this film. I think it makes up, 3 scenes, maybe 4?
Yeah, something like that. Not a lot, but there's enough else in this movie to keep... It's strange enough.
Yeah, it's one of those films that, again, it really does live and die by the performances. Isabelle Adjani is fantastic in the film, and so is Sam Neill. Everyone is fantastic. Especially Heinz Bennett, who plays Heinrich. Everyone who is in the film does a lot with what they're given. They're great. But yeah, this is just known as the squid fuck movie, where the woman fucks the squid. Mm-hmm. And that scene comes in the last 15 minutes of the movie. Mm-hmm. And it's a 2-hour long film, at least the version that we watch, which is the kind of the definitive version, the director's cut. So I like it. I like it watching it again. I like it more than the first time I watched it. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, this is fucking weird. But now I'm like, it's weird. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to mine. I think ultimately at the end of the day, it is a film about relationships and how relationships deteriorate and how you can lose yourself in a relationship so much that you become a different person. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's pretty heavy-handed, the themes of the film, but you know what? It's okay. Like you said, right, when we were talking about it, the film is a horror movie, and horror is so often used to approach and discuss serious topics in a way that makes it more approachable, as opposed to like a straight drama.
Yeah, interpersonal relationships in horror are always a very... you see it in Rosemary's Baby, you see it in all kinds of movies, and it's always... that's an uncomfortable part of being a human anyway, is, those downs in relationships, and then seeing them, personified in a horror reality is just... yeah, it's unsettling.
But again, I think ultimately, it is a film worth watching if you can get your hands on it. I would say give it a watch. It's a fun, interesting movie that there is a lot, like we've said, there's a lot to be enjoyed, a lot to be mined from it, but it is also clearly not for everyone. What would you give the film out of 5?
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I think it's, I think it's a film that's, it takes something out of you to watch it. The scene with Isabelle Adjani in the subway is, boy. That is a draining scene to watch. I can't even imagine what she was going through in that scene.
No, absolutely not.
Where can people find you, Jess, when you're not here on the Kulturecast?
You can find me on Twitter at writer Jess Byard, and you can find us on our podcast, The One Season Show, where we talk about shows that lasted only one season, and we are finishing up our second season of where we talked about Kitchen Confidential. You can check that out. And we are starting a new podcast that has nothing to do with movies or television, but still has some spooky stuff involved. It's called Scary Stories We Tell, and we're kind of just traversing all the land of true crime, unexplained phenomenon, and horror culture. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, keep an eye out for that podcast coming soon in April.
Yeah, I'm excited for that podcast to come out. I'm super excited to finally talk about something that's not movies or TV. As crazy as that sounds, as much as it takes precedent over my daily life, I'm pretty sure if I'm at my desk doing something that's not editing podcasts, I'm watching a movie. So, I think you can obviously sympathize. I'm excited to talk about my other great passion, which is spooky things and all matter of unexplained phenomenon. So I'm looking forward to it. Myself, Casualty_Chris on Twitter. Chronicles from the Crypt, Dreams for Sale, Life and Times of Barney Miller. Those are all places you can find me when I'm not here. From, If you're a Patreon supporter, awesome, thank you. If not, we're going to be doing these one every month, one every other month, depending on kind of the feedback. But we're going to do them to coincide with the theme of the month. So if you want to check us out and listen to these commentaries, $1 is all it takes every month. That's a small pittance to hear us talk to you while you're watching a movie, and they're not all going to be women fucking squids. So I can promise you that. Yeah, right. And you can find out more information about our Patreon at patreon.com/Kulturecast. Tiger Blood Jewel provides music for the Kulturecast. That song is The Bayou. We'll catch you on the next episode.